Renner. Off Carasquillo's hands, incomplete. Here we go. Second game of the day here in the Washington County Flag Football League. Top Gun in the white. Misfits in the gray and dark.
Let's go! Let's go! Yeah, man. That shit dead. What you talking about? Hey, y'all know what it is. I know I ain't worried about that shit. Stay outside.
Runner takes a snap. Fakes. Helmick sacks him. Third down. That rule's dead now. That rule's dead now. You can say it as much as you want, as long as it's not like an assaulting or really bad.
I feel assaulted. I identify as assaulted. Hey,
as long as you don't cross the line into a personal attack or anything where you're berating a referee with cuss words over and over. Misfits Top Gun. Misfits 2-0 coming into this game. They got wins on Chaos and the Killer Bees in week 1. Top Gun now 0-2 with losses to the Warriors and the Demons. So they're already 0-2 in their division play. Now they're coming out of division when they're facing the Misfits. Going up there, broken up, incomplete. Fourth down, punt coming. Misfits. They've been a little busy. They've had games across Baltimore, Ocean City. And remember, they played in OMFFL back on April 10th. Actually, they've been doing more than that. New Jersey as well. Remember, that's been how long it's been. Misfits in that time since. They went up to New Jersey. They went 1-1-1 on the weekend. Managed to score a victory in that tournament against the Punishers. They tied the Lions in a cover behind effort before finally losing to the Punishers on Sunday up in April Fools. Smith's going to punt it. Ball's going to roll. Going to go way back there. Okay. And pulled down. Okay. Misfits played in OMFFL a week later after that. They were down in Baltimore for a couple games. They went, I want to say they were 1-2 that weekend. We have lost to the Maryland Titans. I want to say they got a win on the Bad Boys, and I can't remember the third game. Going off memory. And then last weekend, they were at Ocean City, 2-1 on the weekend, with wins over the Dream and Strong Island Bulldogs, before SI rallied back to beat them last week. Remember that crazy game over there at Northside we were at, where the Bulldogs and Misfits faced off. Remember, Misfits were tied with them close to the end of the third quarter, when on a botched snap, Tay hit Karwacki for 6 to give them the lead, only for Corey Webb to take it to the house right after as Strong Island pulled it out 20-13 in a very tightly contested battle against the Misfits. But overall, they've gotten their fair share of game, probably more than any other team coming into this week. Imagine for Top Gun, they've been off for an entire month prior to that Demons game, and in that month, they've lost their starting quarterback, Ricky Miller, the longtime founding father of the team. Tay going to complete the Lowry. Dirt going. Lowry down the field. Aubrey in the way. Touch. Big play, first down. Damn. Big play, first down for the Misfits. Second meeting all time between these two franchises. First meeting was back in the fall of 2018 at North Hagerstown High. Hard to believe how long ago that was. Almost feels like a whole other life. It was there the Misfits beat Top Gun 41-6.
Hey, go get some milk, nigga.
That was Top Gun's last season of play. They concluded that fall of 18 season with a loss to the Red Knights in the next Contenders Championship. I'm going to try to get around Don. Hey, not going to be able to get around Don. All right, that's my fault. Complete right side, Wayne pulled right down.
1 yard.
Yes, sir. Okay, yes, sir. Like you've been watching my videos.
First and goal now for the Misfits.
Professional videos. Okay.
Top Gun very light now. They got about 15 or a total of 14 bodies total against a Misfits team that's more than ready. They come out playing the A game, A+ every time.
Hey, out there, hey. Go out, go out. Good.
Tay throws complete. Too easy. Misfits of a score. 6-0. They're going to kick for one.
Yeah, it's pretty easy when this is all you do. Play football. I thought it was a screenplay. Let me go. That's why I jumped.
They also play the best of the best every weekend. Strong Island to Top Gun is quite a jump, though. I will say that. Especially seeing that Bulldogs team last week knock off the Scorpions in that championship game. 2 classic games back-to-back with the Scorpions and Misfits.
I want y'all to be good, man.
We're going to stand back here. Tim Miller going to kick it. Too easy, too good. 7-0.
Let's go, boy.
We'll go around. Walk onto the field. Perfect. Joining me right now is our esteemed commissioner, Mr. Sean Motes.
What's up?
Sean, glad to have you on. Misfits Top Gun, second game of the day. But this is our second week of the 2022 Washington County Flag Football Spring Season. Tell us, Sean, the journey so far to get us to where we are now. It's been quite a ride.
Quite a ride, but worth it, man. You know, I think we got a good facility here. Hell of a place. Treating us pretty well. And field's great, man. I think it's going to be a good season.
I 100% agree. We've been a delay so far, but it's been a very busy spring across the board. That's been all the talks between the holidays, the tournaments, the rain. But we're back out here. We're not giving up. We're here to bring you the coverage every single Sunday. That's not a holiday, a tournament, or rain day. Renner going to throw right up and incomplete. Third down. Your thoughts on the team so far we've seen this morning? First with the Demons. They're 2-0 already. It was a tough game with you guys and them a few weeks ago, but I feel like you might be a little bit more ready the second time around.
Demons have a solid squad, man. I think Sean Parker's proven a lot of the doubters wrong. Like, he's a solid quarterback, and he's a problem in any position he lines up at. So it's cool to see him develop. They're going to be tough, and I think right now that I'm looking forward to this Demons-Misfits matchup next game. I think it's going to be a good one.
And it was a good one last year in Shippensburg. They faced off in that semifinal game you played in,
Yes,
Sean.
sir. Yes, sir.
We'll talk a little more on that in a minute as we look here at Stephen Renner. Renner fires it way up. Oh, another big-time drop.
A man that catches everything.
Yeah, Gary Little, too. And that's been the one thing hurting Top Gun. A lot of drops in this game and the Demons game as well. Remember the last one, they were struggling. They had chances, but this team just does not feel like they're there yet. And I feel like a lot of that is these guys, while they had played together for years, it is a bit of a hodgepodge of teams here considering where everybody was a year ago and even last fall.
Yeah, I think some of these guys that don't travel, a lot of rust has to be knocked off. Top Gun being one of them. A lot of those guys are local guys.
Very
local guys, I respect that. Not everybody can travel, but they're knocking the rust off. So, Renner, looks like it's been a while since he's taken some snaps.
I want to say 2019. That's what he does that really well. Woo! There we go. Oh, I'm gonna hit that fence. Yeah, there was a flag there. I see it. You talk about it. Renner has that quarterback experience. I mentioned it last game. He started for the Ducks 5.5 years ago in that playoff game with Ruckus. Put up 3 touchdowns. He had only found out 10 minutes prior to kickoff that he was starting his first 9-man game at quarterback against Ruckus that day.
Yeah, he's a Swiss Army knife, man. You can line him up at DN, quarterback, wide receiver, and he's just going to produce. He's a guy you definitely love to have on your squad, and he doesn't make a fuss about it. He'll step in and do what you need him to.
Facts. And that's the one thing about Renner's game is that he's been proven to be versatile. Quarterback, he was a wide receiver when he first got up here. Went to defensive end after they benched him from quarterback the first time, but then came off of that bench, and he was tied with Cody Snavely behind Chris Boone with the most wins as a starting quarterback in that 2019 span.
He's a guy, and we just saw it. If you let him get outside that pocket, he's going to be a problem for you all day.
Renner. Oh, incomplete. Good play design, just not execution on there. They had it to Sente with Monday as the lead blocker, but it will not work out on that one. Talk about the Misfits Demons game coming up from the perspective of you. Let's go back to that game last year up at Shippensburg, the semifinal matchup. You guys went up 10-0. Demons, that is, your previous squad.
Yes, sir, yep.
Before Misfits rallied back, what was the biggest key to what the Demons were doing early on in that game to shut down the Misfits?
I think once Boone figured out he could run on us, that was game over. We had a hard time keeping him contained, and once you give him time and space to operate, he's gonna pick you apart. I mean, he's, in my opinion, one of, if not the best quarterback in 9-man. That's in my humble opinion.
It may not just be 9-man, the whole sport of flag football. Yeah, you talk about it just about a month ago while we were off. Chris Boone went out there and won the Charlotte Major by FFWCT down there in North Carolina in the 5-man championship. Yep. And he's gotten to the 5-man A and Pro Championship as well. We've seen him in AFFL get to the semifinals.
It was so cool to see him on literally TV.
Yeah, seeing him in Cannon on CBS. Oh, man. And the journey they've been on for the last 5 years, too. We talked about it a few weeks ago while we were off when we did the TNT 5-year reunion. Renner. Throws that up. Incomplete. Trying to get the carrots. Well, there's a flag here.
Offsides, I believe.
Offsides. Looks like it's going to be the call. Yep, offsides on the Misfits. Give me your thoughts on the way some of the teams have looked so far, starting with your own team, Sean, the Warriors.
Week 1, man, we haven't been out since, and we don't play again until May 15th, so we're another
plenty of time.
We're going to have to knock off some rust. We have to get together and practice, and we're going to look different this year. Some guys have moved on to different teams. I respect that. We've got some kids in college. Hopefully they'll be joining us, but we're going to be competitive. I've always said that you give me 9 guys, we'll go out and compete, man. That's all we can do. Week 1, had a big win against Top Gun with, I think we had 11 guys here. It was a cold day, so
perhaps the coldest
1-1 on the season, but a lot of ball games to be played.
Many more to come here in the Washington County Flag Football League. Steps it up, throws it complete. Your thoughts on your 2 opponents in Week 1? Of course, the one here, Top Gun. We heard about the changeover. The story is that Ricky Miller is done for the season.
Did not know that.
That is something that Brian has said earlier, and it seems like Renner is the guy.
I mean, Renner, they're both dangerous with their feet. I think Ricky's a better pocket passer, but Renner, he's there. He's made some throws that very close,
and he certainly does have the experience of a lot of the guys too on this receiving core. Carasquillo, Sente, and B. Mike all being former teammates and skill position players with him on Survivors. In fact, all 4 of them came into the league at the same time in 2015, save for Danny Longerbeam, who is not here today, but he was there Week 1 for them, looking like half the man he was. Gotta give him credit. He's playing twice as much, if not better. And complete. Demons, your thought on this team since you were in that locker room? Because that was quite a journey that team had last fall. Remember, y'all were 0-3 at the start of the year. I think you may not have been there that first month, though.
Yeah, that's why they were 0-3. No, I'm just kidding, man. That's another thing. We had a lot of talent, a lot of guys figuring out how to work with each other. They're figuring it out as it shows. And, I think they're going to be a problem, man. Sean Parker, like I said, he's really developing as a quarterback. You give him time to operate, he's going to pick you apart as well, and you can't let him get out of the pocket because one of the hardest people, in my opinion, to pull his flag, man. Just unbelievable athlete.
Yeah, and I give him a lot of credit. We go back to that New Year's Invitational he won with the Demons. You were there on Ruckus in that game. When they went out there, they put up 48-6 in a combined game with you guys in Immortals. And we've seen the growth over the last year and a half. I said it then, I'm saying it now. Demons are one of the top teams coming up in this region. Runner. Wow! Carasquillo? Good catch by Brandon down there. Okay. Hey, I got to give Brandon a lot of credit. I believe he's got 5 of the 7 receptions Top Gun has in these 2 games. Like, he has stepped up in a huge way. That's an estimate, by the way, guys. I'm not quite sure, but out of all the receivers, he's caught the most balls I've seen so far.
If you need a contested catch, he will come down with it.
He is a competitor. He's one of those guys who came up through playing backyard football, where it's a lot where there's no rules. It's just man-to-man, one-on-one every time. And he comes out here against teams like the Misfits, and he's ready to go. And especially when he's up against a team like Misfits, who we've talked about it, they've been going all over the world.
Oh, yeah.
They've been up in Jersey. They've been in Baltimore. They've been in Ocean City. They've played almost everybody they can on this 9-man circuit. And Top Gun today stepping it up in a big way on offense right now. Let's see what Redder can do. Step it up. This is what he needs to do. Oh, I would have kept it. I would have tucked it. He tried to get it to privet last second, and we've seen some razzle-dazzle from Steven in his past, but we're going to head to the end zone, actually, Sean. I'm going to try to get a view here at the end zone, get our receivers and our DBs some good looks. Don says 2nd and goal.
That's a tough ball, babe.
How you doing?
What's going on, man?
You feeling better?
I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good today.
Okay.
D-line, watch the ball.
Hey, stay in defense. Hey.
Misfits trying to pull a double this year. Trying to win 2 different leagues. Of course, they're over here in not Hagerstown. We're in Falling Waters. Don't want to get that messed up or twisted. And down in Baltimore, they're down in Owings Mills as well. They're off this week, but they played 1-2 last time. They've been busy, man. We'll talk about that more in a minute. 1-on-1. Oh! That was an easy 6, too. He had it right there. Good defense.
I say Misfits doing something different, Yeah. Dirt Boy playing D, that's a different look, man, but that man's traveled. He knows the game, and he's leading that D, bro.
He's starting to take on a larger role in his defense. He did have something. He was doing that a little bit back in the day with AFN and Mayhem, but he stepped up more and been doing it a lot more over the course of the last year. He's become more of a defensive player over time.
He had a pick yesterday up in KFFL.
Oh, hell yeah. Talk more on that and all kinds of action. 9-man in full swing once again, and the sun may not be shining today, but we're out here ready to play. Throws it out, Gary Little. Yes, sir. Touchdown, Top Gun. Renner to Gary, and it's now 7-6. Talk about it. Differences on terms of play. Misfits, they play on that 9-man A circuit. They play over in Baltimore. They get a variety of competition. Over the last month, they played the Punisher. Sorry about that. They played the Lions. They played the Maryland Titans. They played the Scorpions. They played the Bad Boys. They played the Bulldogs. And they played Dream in a lot of time since. Top Gun only in their 2nd game since week 1. But they're coming out looking good today, despite some changes. Swagger makes the extra point. And right now, Top Gun, who historically tends to give some teams a tough time early on in these kind of games, already tied with Misfits at 7 here in the 2nd quarter.
Come on, let's go.
Let's talk about that, though. Top Gun has never played a circuit game to date. Their players have played different spots across different teams. Not saying they're inexperienced, but as a franchise, Top Gun has never traveled for a tournament. Misfits, they're all over the country. But right now, a team that's arguably top 10, top 15 is getting pushed back by a rival in this league who's ready to fight. And Top Gun's a lot more warmed up too, Sean. You got to think, playing that first game after the rust of a month-long absence and having to change up your personnel, It's tough, but right now they're hanging tough. The biggest thing, though, is going to be the matchups in the secondary. They're going to have to get this pass rush to Tay, too. That's one of the biggest keys to stop this Misfits team.
All day. Ooh.
Fires it. Incomplete.
The other thing, as you can see, Top Gun doesn't have many bodies on the sideline, so a lot of their trench guys are going both ways.
Very, very thin on that sideline. Honestly, though, you got to even find. I think I would try to find a way to incorporate some of those guys on the bench in there as rushers, even if you might take a risk. This is one of those games where you got to take all chances.
Monday's a good pass rusher. I think you got to get him in there to give a good look.
And I know Runner may be playing quarterback, but I would get him out there as a linebacker, edge rusher as well. Yeah.
He's got speed off the edge. That's what you need to beat that.
Facts. They got some capable defensive players. It's just a matter of personnel and scheme when it comes to these games. Tay fires it up. Incomplete. Excellent defense by Smothers. Third down now for the Misfits. And we've seen this in the first two games of the year. Bees and Chaos played them very competitively in the first half. What do you think the biggest factor of that is? Just these early Sunday games?
I think it comes down to
Could be also fatigue. You got to think. They've had a lot of travel and play over the last month.
They play a lot of ball, but I don't think it's fatigue. They're professionals, in my opinion.
Certified, 100%. We've seen it out there over the course of the last year and a half
Tay has all
and longer. Tay does have all day. We talk about this is why you need more edge rushers on there. Wow, he's still going. Top Gun needs some sort of something to get to him. You cannot beat Tay without at least some sort of speed on that rush.
This is a situation where line depth is going to kill Top Gun, because here's where I would start rushing 4, but that's my opinion. You cannot, if you're not getting pressure with 3, you're giving him all day to bounce around that pocket like we just saw. If he gets outside, he's an automatic first down, game breaker.
Every time. And we talk about the evolution of Tay as a quarterback in this league. Remember, 5 years ago in the affiliate nation, he came in there. He won Charm City his first month out there. Came to Washington County, had a huge impact for that squad. Same with Mayhem and Misfits ever since. And he's been on one hell of a journey in this time. Tay got it there to Norton on that little inside shovel pass. Right now, look at there. I will say Top Gun, I've noticed, is having a hard time with flag pulling.
And again, that comes back to knocking that rust off,
Yeah. Got to get the fundamentals. The thing about it is it's a reboot league in a lot of ways, and a lot of teams, they're coming off of what's been an odd time period for this whole region when you think about it. The last 3 years post-COVID, post that 2019 year, we've gone through so much shuffle. Like this league alone, the only team left from that 2019 fall season this season is the Warriors. And that's crazy to think about. Look at this. Tay all day. Pitch right back. Almost had it. Misfits come with a lot of consistency. Remember, they were playing last year around this time. Top Gun was not. Top Gun had guys in different places and playing different sports.
Yeah, Regan John's done a great job at making Misfits a brand, man. Like he says, the Misfit way. And it sticks, as it shows. They travel all over the country. Dallas playing 5-man, Jersey going up to where's the
GCFFA up in Long Island.
I mean, that's a hike to go play ball, and they're making that trip.
You had Wayne open.
Just missed Wayne. It's been a while since we've seen Wayne out here too.
And you talk about the diversity in the teams they faced in different styles. Like I had them last year up at AFFL going up against non-contact 7-man teams. We've seen them on the 9-man A circuit, face the likes of the Bulldogs, Main Event, the Punishers, the Lions, and the Rollers. You talk about OMFFL, they've gone out to Baltimore to face off against the Bad Boys, the Scorpions, Rampage, Elite Rebels overtime. Over here locally, they got some teams that are familiar and some players familiar, but overall, this league, a bit of a reboot for all these teams as a whole. Right there to that left side. Lurie. Short.
Ooh. Marking short.
Hey, come on.
Lurie thought he had it. Third down now. It's hard to tell. The double line is what's causing it. Soccer's lines. Let me pull back to that and afraid for you. There we go.
Say, these short situations, Dirt Boy thrives in.
Dirt does good work. Let me go ahead, back this up a little bit. I'm going to try to get as opposite of Don as possible. Going to work my way to the end zone if they don't score here. Tay, might just do it either way. Tay, wow. Wow, okay. Touchdown, Misfits.
Aaron, I need one for water.
And Top Gun's starting to get a little worn out, but you got to give them credit for their performance today. Even if they come out 0-2, they've done really well for a team that was very makeshift coming into this week. And one that's still trying to figure things out. We'll have one more week off after this, but after that, it's going to be a month of football straight. And I think by the time playoffs hit, everyone's going to be 100.
A gaps are closed.
A gaps are closed.
Sure.
Ball down, kick up. It's good. Off of the car. I've been saying that since Marty Snook. You never park behind the goalposts. Drop of rain coming down, but it shouldn't be too much of a factor. We'll see. It might factor more into the catching ability of some of these guys later on if it does get heavy. But we plan to play all the way the rest of the day and get through this one. Top Gun now down by 7, but give this team credit. They are standing up right now to the Misfits. And they are playing the fearless football that these guys have always played, no matter if it's been high school, no matter if it's been in the backyard or semi-pro or even here in 9-man flag. They got a good personnel here, Sean. Like, I'm looking at the receiving core alone they got. Like, they got workable pieces on this team.
Receivers are there. Like I said, I just think it comes down to depth.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
and the Misfits, you look over that sideline right now. Remember, they're not playing anywhere else this weekend.
full rotation.
Full rotation.
The D-line is one of the best. I mean, when you got Jason Brady in the middle anchoring it, you can put anybody else around it. I mean, let's go ahead and watch it here.
See if Rhetoric can put together some magic before halftime for this squad. That's a false start.
I mean, right there changes the game.
And that's the thing. You cannot allow that to happen when you're trying to save a game like this, especially with a team like the Misfits. You cannot afford a mistake. Misfits and Demons coming up next. That'll be the final game of the day. And then we'll be back in 2 weeks to see your Warriors back in action.
We're back, baby.
And I believe it might be the Demons you're facing.
We have Demons and Bees that week.
Demons and the Bees, that's right. So it is. So Warriors turn around after playing Demons. We'll now play them again. Albeit, it's been about almost 2 months by the time it'll hit. There'll be a lot of difference coming in. We'll see how that goes. For now, Top Gun trying to advance the ball a little bit here to get the first down. Timeout is called. This is critical if you're Top Gun. If you get a score here before half and you go into the break tied at 14 with the Misfits, that's good news
Absolutely.
compared to how things were looking early on.
It's great to see Swagger out there catching passes again, man. The ageless wonder.
Hey, I'll give Brian credit. That kick earlier, while he did miss it, he certainly had the length on that. Yeah. I think that was one of the more powerful kicks I've seen him hit. Like, he just did not have the accuracy yet.
Brian.
But anytime you can kick the hell out of the ball like that, you have a chance anytime.
He's a master of perfecting his craft.
He does well. Multi-sport star, semi-pro, 9-man, racing, NASCAR. He does some softball too. Runner pitches it back. Sete pulled right down. Timeout, Top Gun. 7-point game late, or in the second quarter. Demons and Misfits next. And then we'll be back again with more Demons after that when they play the Warriors in a few weeks. and the B. So we're going to get a lot of demons. Yeah.
Like I said, a lot of action coming up.
Yeah, between May 15th and June 5th, we said it early on, we are going to have a total of 14 games played in that 4-week span.
Full throttle.
We'll be full throttle, full spring. We'll be celebrating out here like we did. Don's going to put on a Spartan jersey, get back on the field.
Enough for that job, yeah.
We'll actually take a look at Don's last game later on this week. Runner to the right side. Complete. I want to say it was Jenkins.
Yeah, Jenkins.
Chad Jenkins. Former Mack Truck Bulldog. Played with my dad on that squad back in the early 2000s and late 90s, along with Joe Corby's in that time period.
My first season I played against Mack Truck.
Oh,
This was 2009. They were still around.
Yeah, Bulldogs. We talk about it. We actually earlier in the year we had the previous Washington County champions on display in jersey wise. We had Misfits, we had ADR, we had Broad X, we had the X Dogs, and going further back in that list included the Bulldogs.
Yeah, the Bulldogs had a very solid D line. Almost reminds you of the Misfits X Dogs line with Brady and Kinsler. I believe George Nunn was on that squad. Mike Lee, I believe, was on that squad. So a lot of guys who are still playing were on that team, and they were solid.
Renner.
Taking a shot.
Batted down, incomplete. Excellent defense. Going to try to crown a new champion this year. We've actually gone through 3 different champions in a row by the end of this one. In a row with ADR in 19. Misfits taking 2020, and of course 2021 going to Broad Axe. So no matter what, we'll be crowning a new champion for the 4th consecutive season in the Washington County Flag Football League. But it could be a previous winner with the Misfits, but it could be some other teams stepping up along the way. It's a long season.
Yeah, I thought last year was going to be our year with the Warriors, but it was cool to see Broad Axe go out on top. They were dominant for years.
13 championships.
13 in a row, man. It's unbelievable.
The definition of dynasty, and that's what Misfits trying to be. They've got 2 league championships in their own, KFFL 19 and County in 20. Won those back-to-back.
Taking a shot here, Timmy Privet deep.
Wide open. Incomplete. Certainly have their chances, but they're just not connecting. But at halftime, nonetheless, Top Gun only trails 14-7. We'll be right back. We headed back to the field. Complete right side. It's like Wayne coming downfield there. Tater Wayne, big gain. Rain's starting to come, but we were told earlier we will play through the remainder of today. So even if the rain comes, the plan is to play through.
Thank you. That shit builds character, man.
That's the plan, Joe.
That's what I was told.
We got more information from you than we didn't get all week. Damn, I've been scared the game was gonna get canceled.
Now had it been,
Mr. Moat.
now had it started.
commission.
For the people, man.
Yeah, we got a new commission. We're gonna play through this.
Complete left side, pulled down. Okay. Good pull there, veteran Jenkins. Shad's old ass coming in there doing good. I give Shad credit, man. He was playing when I was about 8 years old, 7 years old in the playground in Marty. I'm 31 now. Fell for the age he was then. I might be a little younger. But I'm glad to see guys still coming out. We do have some raindrops coming. Plan is to play through. Unless it gets to the point where it's severe. Second half coming up. Take a couple steps back. Low snap for Tay. Sac City, Sente. Great play by Hernandez coming in. That's the thing about Sente. He can play both at D-line and tight end position. Very versatile player. Let's think about it. This game of 9-man, Sean, people forget it's not about the talent. It's about what you can do on the field.
Absolutely.
Like players,
He's an athlete.
facts.
Absolute athlete.
Like, you can sneak him in anywhere, tight end, D end. He is one of those guys who will sneak up on you every time.
little raindrops here.
Yeah.
See how it affects the game here.
That's going to be the biggest factor. Depends. Looks like it might turn. It might be a light rain coming. Hopefully we don't get too heavy. We'll stay on the air, nonetheless. Unless we get Gettysburg or AFFL type rain. Complete in the middle. Wow. Oh, boy.
Big block by Juan downfield. He might score.
There's definitely 6 coming. Beautiful. But I think there is one flag pulled, right? No? No. Touchdown. I thought the right side had gotten pulled off. That was weird. 20-7 nonetheless.
Hell of a block downfield by Juan. That sprung that play.
And right now, Top Gun, the perimeter game is going to really start to hurt them at the moment. And you got to think, lack of depth. They've been struggling with flag pulls all day. We saw earlier Roy coming in for 2 sacks. On the first, he went too high. The second, he missed Parker completely. And you've seen it in other players as well in that secondary. Just a lot of struggle with flag pulling, but we talked about it. A lot of guys on Top Gun were not playing flag football last fall. Some didn't play flag football all year.
So a lot of guys on that squad played semi-pro. So we're trying to make the adjustment. Beautiful kick.
It's good. And that just shows you that the flag pulling skill is one that once you get it, you kind of keep practicing at it no matter how long you're out of the game because you can lose that very quickly.
Flag pulling is not like riding a bike.
It's a piece of art.
Good block. Good block down.
You know what? If we keep playing this fight, it's going to be some fucking trouble. They're looking their chops right now.
21-7. 14-point game. Couple raindrops coming. I'm going to keep my equipment going, but if it does get to 3 scores, I might step down just to make sure nothing gets too wet.
Yo, hit that film. He said I hit that film. He jerked me 7 yards. I was 7 yards away from it.
Let's focus on your play, sir. See something, B Mike.
Post corner.
Let's see it.
Field looking really nice here.
Let's see it, B Mike. Do empty set here. Empty set.
5 receivers.
Rush coming. Speed off the edge.
4 rushers. So it's going to be wow. Hey, great stop, great way to keep this calm there.
Good pull, Larry.
Hey, great play by Renner to get to the outside and manage to get that ball off. That was a 4-man rush, 4-on-3. And, you know, we always remember Chris Boone saying about that 4th rusher, let him go. And
miss, that's it.
Yeah. Renner took him 1-on-1 that time. He got the ball off. He got the yards. Top Gun, they're down. They're not out yet, though.
Yeah, they don't quit.
And that's always been the motto and mantra of this team. Going back to when they were first founded in 2016, back in that spring season.
I'm looking at the comments there, Ross Collins. Look at all them Misfits just chilling on the sideline.
I even bought a hat.
So can we confirm, is Ross Collins back with the Warriors?
I cannot confirm or deny that. You'll have to take that up with Mrs. Collins.
Oh, intercepted.
Drop pass.
He's been actively recruiting. Dropped, and
it's nice to see Ross if you're there, baby. It's nice to see you active again, man. Bring the band back together.
Seattle Warriors look at 2 weeks, and they get that doubleheader against the Death Row Demons and the Killer Bees. First time that the Bees and Warriors have faced off in flag football since 2020 in that 5-man semifinal in the No Experience Needed tournament.
Yeah.
So the Warriors might be coming back for some revenge there. We'll see. That controversial interception call late in the game, or the beginning of the game, that gave the Bees the win en route to that championship. They'll meet a 9-man for the very first time in 2 weeks. TJ Williams already talking smack on air.
Yeah,
Renner fires it. Trying to get it to Carasquillo, incomplete. Rain is coming down. It's not very heavy, though. Just a light enough drizzle. If we get Gettysburg 18 conditions, you know where I'll be.
And TJ Williams just gets the first suspension of the Washington County 2022 season with that comment.
How long is suspension for?
He's done. Indefinite.
Indefinite. Wow. Major blow for the Bees.
You know I'm playing with you.
My annoying laugh there. I'm so sorry, guys. I heard that. Ugh.
Hey, we're having fun, man.
I'm glad I have fun. I need to get my rain jacket out, but my rain jacket is a Misfits jacket, so that might be kind of weird. Yeah, and I'll blend into both Demons and Misfits next game. Going to throw it way out there, nowhere to go.
Little miscue.
Miscue to the Misfits. And right now, Top Gun is going to have to decide something here. No declaration.
You can see a little frustration now brewing.
Yeah, I plan on doing next unless you're here, Tyler. If you want it, feel free. I'm just chilling, dog. He was here early. I don't know if he's still here or not.
Spence?
Yeah.
Ain't even come dap me up. Damn.
Damn, Tyler. The only way I don't do next game is if we get so bad of conditions that I got to run.
It's a weird rain because it's windy. So it's a light drizzle.
That's the thing too about this setting here down in DuPont. We're in a part of it where we're so low to where the mountains, and we're more of a flat area.
Exactly.
We may be in West Virginia, but there's not much mountain around us. To the right side, runner. Oh, went for the flags. Are they gonna call it?
I think it's
I bet they're gonna say I was clean. I mean, no, there's a flag. I see it in a second.
Brian saying he wrapped up.
Yeah, I'm seeing the flag right there. Brian's got me messed up with the Misfits hoodie on. I thought.
Yeah. That's close, but you know, Brian Davis been doing it forever, man. We're gonna trust his judgment. Dirt nose. Rain's starting to come down a little harder now.
Yeah. If this gets to be a little heavier and gets a little more lopsided, we will cut away to go back. But with the goal of coming back for Misfits and Demons.
Noticeable temperature drop out here.
It's definitely been going down. Not as cold as week 1. Runner. Fires it, end zone, incomplete. Second down. Rain was in the forecast today as early as 6 a.m. it was projected at last night. But thankfully it held off till now. So we try to get through the fourth quarter here in this next game.
We're playing. I'll put it to you that way. We're playing.
All right.
Hey, they coming in.
It's really not. The rain, it's just, you know what I'm saying?
I get you.
Hey, watch the running back.
Commissioner's a real asshole.
Runner.
Carrots Willow. Good block. Oh!
Off the hands, incomplete.
Hey, good block, Carrots Willow.
It's not next Sunday, Ross. Next Sunday is Mother's Day. I should probably let you know that.
Oh, shit.
Hey, Brian, do you have
Fourth quarter beginning.
Fuck. Should have brought a hoodie.
Yeah. I might have to switch my Misfits one. My TBT one's getting soaked.
You heard the call from Brian Davis. He's going to get his poncho. I think it's going to blow over. But we'll see how this affects the game here.
That's the thing. This is where your old
This is
school
the type of
9
rain-
man.
This is the type of rain that really makes that ball slippery.
And the other thing is for Top Gun, you got to throw at this point. You're down by 2 scores late.
Scores, got to throw here. Oh,
Incomplete.
he had a man butt naked down the seam. He had B Mike wide open.
Undeclared, they'll go for it. I would imagine.
Gotta go for it.
And if they don't get it, we're going to cut away and return for the last game.
Down 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This is a must-have situation here.
Yeah.
B Mike was naked down that seam there from the slot. We'll see if they go back to that. Not sure if there was miscommunication in the secondary, but there was nobody within 15 yards, it looked like.
Yeah, we'll see how they do here. If they can get this fourth, we'll stay. But if they do not, we will cut away. Just to preserve equipment, 2-score lead. Imagine Misfits would want to run it out here instead of taking a risk with Demons coming up. For the Savers. Renner. Intercepted.
Basically a punt.
That'll do it. Misfits will get the win here. They play Demons next. We're going to cut away. I'm Joey Blaze. We'll see you for the Demons game. I'll be in the car trying to keep it a little warm and dry.